Jason of the fishing vessel Banshee has brought an important point up, and that is the subject of Enoch. And some people would like to say, well, the book of Enoch is not in the canonical Bible. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about the book of Enoch. Is directly quoted in the book of St. Jude, if you check your Bible, sirs, and that could be your Gideons, your New Revised Standards, your New American Standard, whatever you want to check, man. That's a direct quote of Enoch, man. And in here, my friend, is an interesting esoteric story. The story is, once upon a time, in a place called Atlantis, there was two pillars, and one was made indestructible by fire, and the other one was made indestructible by water, and it floated. And they had all of the esoteric, all the scientific, mathematical knowledge, and some say that they were inscribed by Hermes, by Saint Gabriel, by one of these greater beings of the Atlantean age. And the story goes is that the scriptures of Enoch were actually taken off of one of these pillars that had washed up on the shore. And but that's just, that's an old temple legend, you know what I'm saying? And that's that's one of those things that I would implore my friends not to go out there and blab about, man, because it's going to draw all the wrong kind of attention towards you, man. But yeah, the Book of Enoch. And the important information concerning the Book of Enoch is this, is that the beings that lived on Venus, hence the pentagram. The pentagram is a shape that comes from the orbit of Venus, and you can actually draw a pentagram in the orbit of Venus. And that's why the seal of Jerusalem is dun dun dun, the downward pointing star with the circle of Satan. No, it's not the circle of Satan, you dumb motherfuckers. It's the seal of the city of Jerusalem, and it's a representation of the orbit of Venus. You're welcome. Quit sounding like an idiot. Anyways, so what happens is this is where the Nephilim come into play in the book of Genesis. What is a Nephilim, you say? A Nephilim is a choir of angels that used to inhabit the planet called Venus. Where is this information coming from? This information is coming from the book of Enoch. Check it out. So what happened is they were attracted to our women. And I'm going to say that this probably occurred around 20,000 years before... before the appearance of Cro-Magnon man. So I am going to go ahead and let you know that my opinion is that they were attracted to the Neanderthal females, and that is where we have come from. Maybe, but you're welcome. Anyways, the Book of Enoch, which is referenced by Jude, who I'd also like to point out, since I am the Judas of the day, is that Jude is the patron saint of impossible causes, and it is said that he could exorcise demonic statues that they would crumble when the demonic forces leave them. The reason he is the saint of impossible causes is because a lot of people choose not to pray to Saint Jude because they get him confused with dun dun dun, me, Judas. But and you only get that if you saw my Wednesday post. And if you didn't see my Wednesday post, then disregard my Judaic comments. Judaic, whatever. Okay, the Book of Enoch. So the angels, one of the angels is talking to the other angels, and he's saying, hey, I like these females down here on earth. Let's go get us some wives. And some of the angels are about it, and some of the angels are not about it. And so, for however they go about it, they come to the conclusion that that they're going to go anyways. And so it is said that that's where a lot of the the I want to say the mid-Atlantean beings, like between the Atlantean times and our times, come into play. Some of the stories of the heroes, the giants. There's a lot of Celtic myths that are directly involved with these mid-Atlantean people, and this is a transitional phase. Where we're the time we're talking about, the time when the Phoenicians were big. And we'll get into the Phoenicians later. But yeah, very good point, Jason Schnall. If you are interested in truth, you are going to be interested in the writings of Enoch. And Enoch opens up the conversation of none other than one of the craziest conversations there is to have is the conversation about aliens, and it's all up in there. And if you don't want to talk about aliens, then you probably don't want to talk about anything. Whatever. I don't want to talk about. Yeah. it could be an uncomfortable circumstance to talk about. But the truth of the matter is that we're probably at least half alien. Otherwise, we wouldn't have made the evolutionary jump from Neanderthal to Cro-Magnon man so fast. I mean, if we're going to listen to any of these scientists, nothing evolves that fast over 20,000 years. Not happening. Something happened. Somebody messed with our chromosomes, and it could have been the Nephilim.